Our next story is about a topic which has split much of the world. It's about the burning of the Quran. A story that has left many European countries torn between their commitment to free speech and the need to uphold and respect religious minorities. The trigger for this debate has been recent instances of Quran burning in the West in particular. The latest instance is from Denmark. On Monday, 2 protesters set fire to a copy of the Quran in front of the Iraqi embassy in Denmark's capital, Copenhagen. They first stomped on the Quran and then set it alight in a tinfoil tray next to the Iraqi flag lying on the ground. The duo was from a group that calls itself Danish Patriots. This is a far-right, ultra-nationalist group. It held a similar demonstration last week and live-streamed the events on social media. On Tuesday, there were 2 more incidents. A small group of anti-Islam activists set fire to the Quran. And this was in front of the Egyptian and the Turkish embassy in Copenhagen. This demonstration was also organized by the same group, Danish Patriots. So that's 2 incidents in less than 48 hours. Naturally, they've sparked widespread condemnation to the Islamic world. Iraq's foreign ministry called on Denmark to quote-unquote quickly reconsider so-called freedom of expression and the right to demonstrate. It also said that Danish staff at the embassy in Baghdad had left the country after protests against such severe incidents. The Turkish foreign ministry has also responded. It has condemned the continuing attacks on the Quran, adding that Danish authorities allowing these actions means that they do not see the severity of the results they can have. Turkey has also called on Denmark to take necessary measures to prevent what they call hate crimes against Islam. Meanwhile, the Egyptian Foreign Ministry summoned Sweden's charge d'affaires to condemn the incident. Bahrain also condemned an unnamed Swedish diplomat based in Abu Dhabi in response to the Quran burnings. This is because Sweden does not have an embassy in Bahrain. Now, here's the thing. While burning any religious text is deeply offensive, it is essential to remember that freedom of expression is a fundamental human right enshrined in international law and is vital to any functioning democracy. This right includes the freedom to express unpopular, offensive, or even hateful ideas, as long as this expression does not incite violence or hatred against specific individuals or groups. That said, can the burning of holy texts be accepted under the guise of freedom of expression? This is where things get a bit complicated. You see, the Quran, the Gita, or the Bible are not just books for their believers. They are sacred texts that hold spiritual and religious significance. They're symbols of faith. Burning them or insulting them in any way is seen as a direct attack on the very essence of that faith, and rightfully so. Not to mention the repercussions that follow. Usually such acts are accompanied by hateful comments or actions against members of that particular community, maybe even violence. 2 days back, we discussed how a scene in a Hollywood movie had enraged the sentiments of many Hindus in India. The scene in question depicts lead actor engaging in sexual activity with actress Florence Pugh holding a copy of the Bhagavad Gita in her hands. Many considered this to be a brazen insult of the Holy Scripture and of the Hindu faith. The 2 incidents may be poles apart, but the point I'm trying to make is quite simple. Are Western nations insensitive towards the sentiments of other religions? Do they have little to no regard for the belief and faith of religions that they don't consider their own? Do they not think or bother to think, for that matter, about the repercussions that such decisions or protests might have? I ask these questions because such incidents are now routinely taking place in Western countries. Such a state of affairs is in no one's interest, no one. Neither the religion that is being humiliated nor the country that is allowing such acts to happen on its soil. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.